What is up, guys? Welcome back into another video. So this is a routine that I've been telling you that I've been having for the past like maybe 4 months now, probably. I bought it basically. There's no over fenders, no front fenders, no hood, no body kit, barely one seat, and it came with the V8 swap. It's a 5.0 from a Fox body, 302. Apparently has a mild cam, some upgraded heads, I'm not sure with what, and just a 4-barrel carb. Cool car, runs good. We fixed all the cooling issues. Had some really bad cooling issues in the first place. We fixed all of that. We fixed the front end, put some lights on it. So I've been having some issues with the front end where I feel like everything's just like loose. I feel like the rack and pinion is going out. I know my tension arms are really bad. I know the rest of my suspension, the rear is all completely bad, but I know the front, there's something up with the rack and pinion or the steering column where it's like not letting me steer correctly. So when I'm at full lock, it gets locked in and I can't pull it back until I put enough pressure. So drifting is pretty rough. And when I do this, it starts turning on its own and it's just like weird. I don't know why it does that. Like if you look at the steering wheel, you start seeing it move by itself. And it's just weird. I don't know why. So I think something's up with my rack. I'll get that addressed later on. So the JZ car that I have, I'm going to swap out this whole angle kit, inner tie rods, maybe the spindle so I can convert it to 5-lug, but I'm debating I might just keep that 4-lug. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it does matter because I got to change out the knuckles and everything. So I'm going to change this whole front end, knuckles, lower control arm, inner tie rods, whatever else I can take off onto the other car while I wait for the rest of the parts for this one, which I might do WiseFab. And I might get the relocating center kit with the different subframe and the new rack and pinion. And I'm gonna order maybe just all Megan or ISR, all rear suspension, and get this whole car set up for proper driving. I have some Megan rear tow arms, tension arms, and I have front new tension arms for that one. And I'm putting this angle count to that one, so that way that's the more street fun car, and this is gonna be the more aggressive, big angle, big power car. And I'm also going to be switching out the seats, putting this one as a passenger on the other car. That's going to stay passenger. And I got some new 2 Halo style seats. I already put one in the other one, and I'm going to put the other one in this one. And I'm trying to have basically like a similar driving setup for both cars, so that way I'm used to both of them at the same time. I also got to address the rear fuel cell. That leaks from up here, and then it leaks from right there on the sending unit. So that's gonna be some fun. Gotta get some stuff going, fix a couple of things and get this going. But for the most part, fun car. It seems to drive pretty good. It rips. I just have some issue where I need to make some like walls for the fuel cell, so that way the water or the gas doesn't splash around and make me lose power at times, and just steering setup. So I'm gonna keep this as it is for now, take all this off, and swap it out to the other car. I have no idea what angle kit, but I know they're extended 50 mils, and then some modded knuckles. I'm not exactly sure from where, but it's a sure thing. All right, last night I got so basically busy with doing the swap on both of the cars. I got the S13 Coupe taken completely apart and put everything up on this one already. Let's see if I can show you guys. I'm about to take it off and I'll show you guys a little bit better, but I got the extended control arm, the knuckles, the new tension arms, inner tie rods done. Everything has been in line for the most part for whatever I think is straight. It was actually yesterday, it was sitting all the way up to like right here, but I took out the spaces, put some smaller ones, put the big ones on the back to kind of help with this little sunken problem right there. So got that in. Wheels pretty straight, car looks pretty straight. Get some good angle, and then got everything situated. Had to cut around more where I did the tubs, but got that situated. Got the tension arm situated. So you can see it's slightly pushed forward, but a lot of people are saying that when it's too back, it causes a lot of like center steering or whatever it is. So it's been giving me a lot of problems in the other car where it doesn't counter steer, and it gives me a lot of problems where it locks in by its own, makes it spin out too much, a bunch of problems. So I'm gonna try to see if this helps out a little bit more. It's easily adjustable, so that way in case of anything I can adjust it when I'm at the track or whatever, but I'm gonna try it out the way it is. I just know I have to trim the fender a little bit more to have a little better clearance when I turn and everything. So for the most part, that got done. I put all the stock parts of this one on the other coupe for the meantime, just to move it out, and then we'll get to that later on. Thinking of going Wisefab with the other one. This kit seems a little more, I guess, like neutral for this car, so seems like it's been doing pretty good. Got some new stuff for this as well too. Got a new driver's seat, Halo style seat, new steering wheel, fixed up the gauges, they all work now. Gonna take the driver's seat off the coupe and put that seat in the coupe as the driver one, and get that driver and make it into the passenger of this one. Got the taillights on, wire them up, make them work. And then I found a body kit for this car, just depending when I want to go pick it up and everything. But for the time being, I'm trying to work on this one. We're going to be getting the rear arms done now. I think it's just the tension arms and control arms, I believe. Or the other way around. Tension arms, control arms, whatever it is. We're going to be installing those right now. And then in the front, I'm actually going to be adjusting a little bit higher. I'm trying to get this height while it's on the floor. But when it's down, it kind of has a little bit of a small gap. I need a little bit more of a gap than that. And then I'm putting the bigger space in the back. Kill the gap. That should be good. All right, so we got both rear tension arms and tie rod arms in the rear. I had issues with the front tension rod because I was missing a little piece, so I was able to find it, so we got that done. Put the bigger spaces in the rear so that way it's not such a shitty fitment anymore. And it's just perfect where it like barely clears. Fixed exhaust, got the exhaust back on. I'm just gonna weld some brackets to hold it up better on the back side, but the rest of it's holding on pretty fine. Was able to get the front a little bit higher to where I was mainly expecting it to be. With fixing the caster just a little bit more back, just a tiny bit, I'm able to clear the front fenders, but I might have to just trim just a little bit more. Nothing dramatic, but we were able to get that basically situated. I don't want too much camber, so I pulled out as much as I could to make it as straight as possible. That way there's more grip in the front, and kind of helps a little bit out. So now the only thing I basically need is to either run a hydro and figure something out. The hydro, because the e-brake, I guess it does okay, but I would suggest getting a hydro for this. So that's gonna be the next thing to do. Seats in, fully secured. Got a little quick release, so that way it's a little bit more closer to where I am, so I can actually get better control of the car, because I've noticed where the steering wheel is too far, I have more trouble than it being up close to me. So got that situated. Everything else with motor wise is okay, except the cooling. We still have to fix the radiator to go up a little bit higher, so that way it won't break anything in the front. And most likely get a better cap or a complete new radiator, so that way it stays cool. Height wise with the radiator is not bad anymore. I just still feel like it's a little bit too low, but it's okay. I think it'll do. But we're gonna raise it up anyways. But yeah, that's situated. I need to do body work on the hood, on the roof. It's really bad. Found the wing I had laying around. Might put a wing on, and we're just waiting on a kit. I have two, either one with the real Urus Type 4 kit, and then in February the real BN should be getting here somewhere around that time. So we'll get to that when that comes to it. But I need a kit for now, and then I need to get the centerpiece for the taillights. Let me turn this off. Cool. Yeah, I need to get the centerpiece or cut the stock one and make it into that. Yeah, where I want it is kind of getting there. Just needs a little bit of figuration, and then we should get this going and hopefully rip this on the 1st of January for New Year's. So let's see if this goes. See if this makes it. See if this runs the way I think it's gonna run. And let's see if maybe I stick with this car more than the other one.